Hello and welcome to day 70 of our Chronological Bible in Year reading. Today we are starting a new book, Deuteronomy chapters 1 and 2. And Deuteronomy is the English name. The Hebrew word for Deuteronomy is Debarim, and the translation of that word means words. So, book of Deuteronomy chapters 1 and 2. These are the words which Moshe spoke to all Israel beyond the Yarden and the wilderness, which is the Jordan, in the desert plain opposite Suf, between Paran and Tophel, and Laban and Hatzeroth, and Dizahab, 11 days from Horeb by way of Mount Seir to Kadesh Barnea. And it came to be in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first of the month, that Moshe spoke to the children of Israel according to all that Yahuwah commanded him concerning them. After he had smitten Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and Og, sovereign of Bashan, who dwelt at Ashtaroth and Edrei. Beyond the Jordan, in the land of Moab, Moshe undertook to declare this Torah, saying, Yahuwah our Elohim spoke to us in Horeb, saying, You have dwelt long enough at this mountain. Turn and depart on your way, and go into the mountains of the Amorites, and to all the neighboring places in the desert plain, and the mountains, and in the low country, and in the Negeb, and on the sea coast, to the land of the Canaanites, and to Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Perath. See, I have put the land before you. Go in and possess the land which Yahuwah swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzchak, and to Jacob, to give to them and their seed after them. And I spoke to you at that time, saying, I am unable to bear you by myself. Yahuwah your Elohim has increased you, and see, you are today as numerous as the stars of the Shamayim, which means the heavens. Yahuwah Elohim of your fathers is going to add to you 1,000 times more than you are, and barak you as he has spoken to you. And barak means bless. How do I bear your pressure and your burden and your strife by myself? Choose men wise and understanding and known to your tribes, and let me appoint them as your heads. And you answered me and said, The word which you have spoken to us to do is good. And I took the heads of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, leaders of thousands, leaders of hundreds, and leaders of 50s, and leaders of 10s, and officers for your tribes. And I commanded your judges at that time, saying, When hearing between your brothers, judge righteously between a man and his brother, or the stranger who is with him. Do not show partiality in right ruling. Hear the small as well as the great. Do not be afraid of anyone's face, for the right ruling belongs to Elohim. And the case which is too hard for you, bring it to me, and I shall hear it. And I commanded you at that time all the words which you should do. Then we departed from Horeb, and went through all that great and awesome wilderness which you saw on the way to the mountains of the Amorites, as Yahuwah our Elohim had commanded us. And we came to Kadesh Barnea. And I said to you, You have come to the mountains of the Amorites, which Yahuwah our Elohim is giving us. See, Yahuwah our Elohim has put the land before you. Go up and possess it, as Yahuwah Elohim of your fathers has spoken to you. Do not fear, nor be discouraged. And all of you came near to me and said, Let us send men before us, and let them search out the land for us, and bring back word to us of the way by which we should go up, and of the cities into which we should come. And the matter was good in my eyes, so I took 12 of your men, 1 man from each tribe, and they turned and went up into the mountains, and came to the Wadi Eshcol, and spied it out. And they took some of the fruit of the land in their hands, and brought it down to us. And they brought back word to us, saying, The land which Yahuwah our Elohim is giving us is good. But you would not go up, and rebelled against the word of Yahuwah your Elohim, and grumbled in your tents, and said, Because Yahuwah was hating us, he has brought us out of the land of Mitzrayim, which is Egypt, to give us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us. Where are we going to? Our brothers have made our hearts melt, saying, The people are greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to the Shamayim, and we saw the sons of the Anakim there too. Then I said to you, Have no dread or fear of them. Yahuwah your Elohim, who is going before you, he fights for you, according to all he did for you in Mitzrayim before your eyes, and in the wilderness, where you saw how Yahuwah your Elohim has borne you, as a man bears his son, and all the way that you went until you came to this place. Yet in this matter you are putting no trust in Yahuwah, your Elohim, who is going before you in the way to seek out a place for you to pitch your tents, to show you the way you should go, in fire by night and in a cloud by day. And Yahuwah heard the voice of your words and was wroth, and took an oath, saying, Not one of these men of this evil generation shall see that good land of which I swore to give to your fathers, except Caleb, son of Jephunneh. He shall see it, and to him and his children I give the land on which he walked, because he followed Yahuwah completely. And Yahuwah was enraged with me for your sakes, saying, You do not go in there either. Yehoshua the son of Nun, who stands before you, he shall go in there. Strengthen him, for he shall cause Yisrael to inherit. And your little ones and your children, who you say are for a prey, who today have no knowledge of good and evil, they are going in there. And to them I give it, and they are to possess it. But you, turn and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Sea of Reeds. Then you answered and said to me, We have sinned against Yahuwah. We ourselves are going up, and we shall fight, as Yahuwah our Elohim has commanded us. And when each one of you had girded on his battle gear, you were ready to go up into the mountain. And Yahuwah said to me, Say to them, Do not go up nor fight, for I am not in your midst, lest you be smitten before your enemies. So I spoke to you, but you would not listen, and rebelled against the word of Yahuwah, and acted proudly, and went up into the mountain. Then the Amorites who dwelt in that mountain came out against you and chased you as bees do, and beat you back from Seir to Hormah. And you returned and wept before Yahuwah, but Yahuwah would not listen to your voice nor give ear to you. So you dwelt in Kadesh many days, according to the days that you dwelt. And chapter 2. Then we turned and departed into the wilderness, the way of the Sea of Reeds, as Yahuwah spoke to me, and we went round Mount Seir many days. And Yahuwah spoke to me, saying, You have gone around this mountain long enough. Turn northward, and command the people, saying, You are about to pass over into the border of your brothers, the descendants of Esau, who live in Seir, and they are afraid of you. So be on your guard. Do not strive with them, for I do not give you any of their land. No, not so much as one footstep, because I have given Mount Seir to Esau as a possession. What food you buy from them with silver you shall eat, and also what water you buy from them with silver you shall drink. For Yahuwah your Elohim has barak you in all the work of your hand, which means blessed. He has known your wandering through this great wilderness. These 40 years Yahuwah your Elohim has been with you. You have not lacked any matter. And when we passed beyond our brothers, the descendants of Esau who dwelt in Seir, away from the way of the desert plain, away from Elath and Etzion Geber, we turned and passed over by way of the wilderness of Moab. And Yahuwah said to me, Do not distress Moab, nor stir yourself up against them in battle, for I do not give you any of their land as a possession, because I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession. The Emites had dwelt there formerly, a people as great and numerous and tall as the Anakim. They were also reckoned as Rephaites, like the Anakim, but the Moabites called them Emites. And the Horites formerly dwelt in Seir, but the descendants of Esau dispossessed them and destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their place. And Yisrael did to the land of their possession which Yahuwah gave them. Now rise up and pass over the Wadi Zered. So we passed over the Wadi Zered. And the time we took to come from Kadesh Barnea until we passed over the Wadi Zered was 38 years, until all the generation of the men of battle was consumed from the midst of the camp, as Yahuwah had sworn to them. And also the hand of Yahuwah was against them, to destroy them from the midst of the camp until they were consumed. And it came to be, when all the men of battle had finally perished from among the people, that Yahuwah spoke to me, saying, This day you are to pass over at Ar, the boundary of Moab. And when you come near the children of Ammon, do not distress them, nor stir yourself up against them. For I do not give you any of the land of the children of Ammon as a possession, because I have given it to the descendants of Lot as a possession. That was also reckoned as a land of Rephites. Rephites formerly dwelt there, but the Ammonites called them Zamzumim. a people as great and numerous and tall as the Anakim. But Yahuwah destroyed them before them, and they dispossessed them and dwelt at their place, as he had done for the descendants of Esau who dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horites from before them. They dispossessed them and dwelt in their place even to this day. And the Awim who dwelt in villages as far as Azah, the Caphtorim who came from Caphtor, destroyed them and dwelt in their place. Arise, depart, and pass over the Wadi Arnon. See, I have given into your hand Sihon the Amorite, sovereign of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it and stir up yourself against him in battle. This day I begin to put the dread and fear of you upon the peoples under all the Shamayim, who, when they hear the report of you, shall tremble and shake because of you. Then I sent messengers from the wilderness of Kedemoth to Sihon, sovereign of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass over through your land on the highway. I shall go on the highway and turn neither to the right nor to the left. What food you sell me for silver I shall eat, and what water you give me for silver I shall drink. Only let me pass over on foot, as the descendants of Esau who dwelt in Seir and the Moabites who dwell in Ar did for me, until I pass over the Jordan to the land Yahuwah our Elohim is giving us. But Sihon, sovereign of Heshbon, would not let us pass over, for Yahuwah your Elohim hardened his spirit and strengthened his heart to give him into your hand as it is this day. And Yahuwah said to me, See, I have begun to give Sihon and his land over to you. Begin to possess in order to possess his land. And Sihon and all his people came out against us to fight at Yahatz. And Yahuwah our Elohim gave him over to us, so we smote him and his sons and all his people. And we took all his cities at that time, and we put the men, women, and little ones of every city under the ban. We left none remaining. Only the livestock we took as plunder for ourselves, and the spoil of the cities which we captured. From Aroer, which is on the edge of the Wadi Arnon, and the city that is by the Wadi, as far as Gilad, there was not one city too high for us. Yahuwah our Elohim gave all to us. Only you did not go near the land of the children of Ammon, anywhere along the Wadi Yabak, or to the cities of the mountains, or wherever Yahuwah our Elohim had commanded us. And that concludes our reading today. As always, thank you for joining me. Hope you're reading along, and peace and blessings and love to you. We'll see you in the next one.